Here, I'm gonna grab the clip real quick because I have it. Copy link. There you go. That's why I don't want to fight uh them, for that person in specifically. And so, with great difficulty, the Society's invasion of Gransel was repelled. Estelle's group ran around the city, fighting fires and helping the confused citizenry. Eventually, the rest of the team arrived, having been contacted by Elmin. Only 10,000. As I mentioned previously, I'm here on General Bright's orders. He had a suspicion that Ouroboros might try something like this. However, most regular army troops aren't very well trained to fight without their orbital firearms, so he decided to use a handful of troops with experience in hand-to-hand combat. Of course, he needed an excuse to get me and my subordinates involved, seeing as we are supposed to be in prison. As a result, we were to be transported to Gransel, where we conveniently ended up caught in the chaos and repelled the attack. Okay. That's about as subtle as a brick to the forehead, Dad. I take it you had some idea about this, Your Majesty? Yes, Cassius and I discussed the idea earlier. We will, I suspect, face some criticism for doing this, but the safety of the citizenry must come before everything else. And I knew from the bottom of my heart that Mr. Richard would do what was best for the country he loves so. I do not deserve such praise, Your Majesty. I get it, so then... Oh, right. Does this have to do with the reason you wanted to see us? In part, yes. What I wanted to discuss was what Claudia has done. Huh? What Chloe's done? Yes. It was a short ceremony, but as of this morning, I've been formally invested with the inheritance. I am now officially the crown princess of Liberl, next in line to be queen. Oh. Was that a fight you were supposed to lose? No. Not at all. Whoa, wow. Congratulations. I think you made a good decision. I really think some of it is simply selfishness on my part. The entire kingdom is in chaos. I've spent a lot of time thinking about what I could do, what role I could serve to help protect those dear to me. And that's inheriting the throne. Yes. I am an inexperienced teenager who lacks the ability or confidence to lead an entire kingdom. Still, if I can use such a position to protect those dear to me, and if that in turn helps me to protect the home I love, then it is all worth it. Chloe, you silly. Well, congratulations. Looks like you've finally found that path you were looking for, huh? Estelle, thank you. I really am desperately new at this, though, and I am not quite sure what I can do. Will you lend me your aid when I need it? What kind of question is that? Duh. I mean, heck, I'm not exactly a grizzled veteran over here, you know. Just as you've lent us your aid time and time again. Whenever you need us, we'll be there for you. Estelle, Joshua, thank you. Thank you so much. How'd I win that? Well, I had to lose like 4 times. And then I was like, okay, I'm going back to the title screen. And then I just equipped items that prevented death blows and petrify. And once I did that, the fight was a little bit easier. A little bit easier. You know, being that I couldn't just instantly die and whatnot. What a complete and utter fool I've been. All the things I did without realizing the potential of the young people who will carry our future. Alan. What's this, Alan? You'll be carrying a good deal of future yourself still, I think. Quite so. You jest, Your Majesty. Colonel, I have a report. Is it Canone? Oh, it's not. What is it? Is the city under attack again? No, sir. Everything is quiet here. The Jaegers withdrew rapidly from the city and faded back into the countryside. Then what is it, man? Speak up. We received a report from Haken Gate. An Erebonian army is gathering at the border. Are you kidding me? What? So they've come at last. How large an army are they fielding? So far, it appears only to be a single standard division, but they have tanks with them. What? Now just a darn second. How the heck are they running tanks in the middle of all this? Are they using the same technology as the Society? I thought they might. No, it's strange. They don't appear to be using ordnance at all. The scouts report that they run using steam engines. Steam what now? It's an engine that uses steam to move the pistons. It's even more primitive than a gasoline engine. Everyone stopped using them as soon as ordnance were invented. No sane army would bother keeping such museum pieces maintained. They're a joke compared to even the most basic orbital tank. Which can only mean one thing. They prepared these in secret. Hang on, means the Erebonian leadership knew this was going to happen. So the next trial Ouroboros spoke of... Yes, it must be this. And now they're effectively holding Grancel hostage. They can storm in and take the capital again whenever they please. It's one way of sending a message, I suppose. There's another problem. I suspect Dad was keeping you as an ace in the hole. So, we have to consider here that this is Olivier's doing. Maybe he was in contact with them, and maybe the Erebonian guys are actually going to help us out. Maybe. Just maybe. A special Joker card he could play, someone he could dispatch anywhere an emergency occurred where he couldn't be. But now he's played that card and you'll have to remain here. Blast it. Ouroboros certainly plays a hard game. Grandmother, allow me to go to Haken Gate. Say what? Chloe? I couldn't bear sending Uncle. He risked his life once already for our sakes. Let me go. I will negotiate with the Erebonians as your agent. Very well. Though we may have signed a non-aggression pact with them, remember that the scales on which Erebonian liberal balance are still unstable. These events could spiral into chaos, and that would engulf the continent. I am counting on you to balance those scales. I will. Estelle's group briefly shared a look. So, in that case, mind if we go with you? I'm sorry? We shall see the heiress to Haken Gate safely. And if things get really crazy and turn into a shooting war, we'll do what we can to help. Now mind, we can't actually help you with a shooting war, as per guild protocol, but there's a few things we could do from a neutral position, I think. Everyone, I couldn't ask for more. Thank you. Please keep her safe. Yes, Your Majesty. Leave everything to us. Estelle, Joshua, on that note, I and my men will keep an eye on any movements the Society may try to make. Even if they attempt to assault us with that massive puppet of theirs, we will be ready to respond. Guys, we'll be counting on you. Please don't force her into my party. Please don't force her into my party. And so Estelle's group took to the road toward Haken Gate while escorting Chloe. Passing through Garoon Gate, they moved through Roland as quickly as possible. Wow, they are bashed, like they are bullet pointing this. I can't believe they're not making me walk over there. And soon arrived at Haken Gate. I just want to save. I know who that is. Thank you very much. Prep this Pop-Tart. Explain yourself, General Vander. Why is a division of the Imperial Army on our literal doorstep? Does the Empire truly forget the pact it signed so quickly? General Morgan, I'm the one who would like an explanation. What are you? For the past 24 hours or more, ordnance all across the southern marches of His Majesty's domain have ceased function. And at that exact time, it seems a massive heretofore unknown structure appeared above your Valeria Lake. Now I ask you, Morgan, what is going on? It is just as you say. We are as confused as anyone else about the situation. So it would seem. But your situation is, as I said, affecting a large swath of Imperial territory. Given that, you know full well why I'm here, General. You're to try and raise the stallion above us while we are weak, then. We intend nothing of the sort. We are given to understanding that a criminal organization of some sort has been taking advantage of the situation. All we wish is to see if we can be of aid to the allies whom we have signed a non-aggression pact with. Those are the orders I received from the Imperial government. Nonsense. What are those tanks doing here, then? I've never heard of a tank that runs on steam and combustion until now. How is it that you suddenly have these tanks which conveniently require no orbital power? It is a military secret. I would think you would welcome us, though, Morgan. These vehicles are perfectly suited for helping to keep the peace. In Liberl, that is, while this crisis runs its course. You understand my meaning, yes? We deeply appreciate your thoughtfulness. What? Look at us arriving just in time. Oh, she changed her clothes. Impossible. Your Highness, what are you? Morgan, well done. Please leave the rest of this to me. But Your Highness. And what are they doing here? We are the royal bodyguards, sorta, temporarily. Should the worst happen, we'll protect Claudia, we swear. I may be inexperienced as a negotiator. This is, however, the proper time for me to step forward and assume my duties as heir. Morgan, please. As you wish, Your Highness. Just keep in mind who you're going out there to parley with, my princess. If anything happens, be ready to run for the gate. I understand. Vander is no joke. Watch your words. It seems I will be trading words with someone else now. I'm afraid I don't recognize you, though your bearing is quite noble. This is the first time we have met, sir. I am Claudia von Oslies, Princess of Liberl, granddaughter to the Queen, and newly invested heir to the throne. Forgive my impertinence, Your Highness. I am Zex Vander, Your Highness, Lieutenant General of the 3rd Division of the Imperial Army. The 3rd Armored Division. Yes, word of your accomplishments in battle has reached even us, General Vander. Hey, is that guy famous? Yes, that's One-Eyed Zex. He's one of the best field commanders Erebonia has. If I may be so bold, Your Highness, I have actually seen pictures of you before. Have you cut your hair recently? Now that I look, your face is familiar, but this is a bit embarrassing. I cut it for the investiture ceremony. Consider it a little girl's way of showing her resolve to take up a burden too heavy for her. Hardly, Princess Claudia. It looks very good on you, if I may be forward. Allow the servant of the Empire to congratulate you on becoming the heir to the throne. Thank you, General. Well then, what brings the Princess of Liberl here? Are you here to raise protest against us like my good colleague Morgan? No, that is not my intent. I am sure that our neighbors in Erebonia must be terrified at the moment. The darkness at night, the cold, the complete shutdown of communications. Believe me, I know how any one of these could inspire terror in people. What I ask is for you to consider your actions. Consider what would happen if your forces were to enter our country. You say that large portions of the Empire are disordered at the moment. I assure you, in every part of Liberl, it is worse. And while we no longer bear Erebonia ill will, many of our citizens are agitated and afraid. I could not bear it if the good intentions of our allies were misunderstood. But as you can see, we are investigating these strange events as quickly as we are able. Furthermore, we have managed to suppress most of the activities of the aforementioned criminal group on our own. That is a bold-faced lie. We have suppressed nothing. They have accomplished every goal they set out to do with no pushback from us. Well, every required goal. You know, they did fail to kidnap the queen, but you know, that was optional. They were just there to waste time. And so I ask, for the sake of the continued friendship between Erebonia and Liberl, a relationship we value highly, give us a little more time, General. We will make this right. Pretty words, but they are, alas, sound and fury, signifying nothing. Aw, snaps. Aw, snaps. Is this the reveal we get, Your Highness? I shall take the reins. You are relieved, General. As you wish, Your Highness. We finally get the reveal. It can't be. You have got to be. You have got to be kidding me. What's up, Olivier? I believe this is our first formal acquaintance, Princess Claudia. I am Olivert Rhysay Arnor, a son of His Majesty Emperor Eugent III. One of the sons of... He's an Imperial Prince? Shara, did you know about this? You're kidding, right? I thought he was some sort of agent for Imperial Intelligence. Olivert Rhysay Arnor. I recognize the name, but I don't know the man. Even though I am a prince, I am little more than a royal bastard. I rarely attend to public matters of state, so I am unsurprised you do not know my face. It does still sting a little, though, I fear. For the lovely girl who was once to be my bride, to not even know my face, an arrow, my heart. There are no other words. I see. That's what Colonel Richard had in mind a while back. I don't know what he's referring to specifically. I am sorry, I was unaware. Allow me to apologize for the slight against you. Well, I do understand it was conducted without the Queen's consent. That sort of slight we can overlook. But this? Oh, the marrying part. He was looking for a bride. Interesting. But this, no. Erebonia cannot overlook this. My enchanting princess, are you aware, I wonder, of a little rumor making its rounds across our great empire? I don't believe I am. Allow me to tell you then. Rumor has it that immense structure in the distance is Liberl's new weapon. What? Liberl has developed a groundbreaking new weapon that allows them to stop orbital energy. They intend to use it to make us pay for the war 10 years ago. It is a rumor which finds fertile ground in the ears of our citizens and leadership. It can't be. That's absolutely untrue. We would never. Then you can prove it, yes? Prove that it is a misunderstanding. If you cannot, then we must act upon the evidence of our senses. Indeed, if the rumors are true, this is a monstrous betrayal of all civilization, using the pact to hide your intentions. What choice would we have, then, but to be defenders of the free world? Okay, what in the heck is this, Olivier? Estelle. I can't just stand here listening to you blather on as you please. Olivier, you know darn well just what's going on here. Why are you being such a jerk? Estelle, wait. Have we met? You seem to know me, even if you did not get the name quite right. Did we meet at a party once? Huh? No, you lack refinement of nobility. Yes, no matter how I look at you, you must be nothing more than a commoner. So who are you? Okay, fine then. You want to play dumb no matter what? You aren't the only one who can bust out a surprise. Oh? My name is Estelle Bright. I'm a bona fide D-rank bracer. Oh wow, that's actually my rank too. Of the Bracer Guild of Liberl. In accordance with the laws of the guild, I'm involving myself in this dispute as a neutral arbitrator. Estelle. I see, you're a bracer. Unless I'm mistaken, the guild possesses 7 ranks, G to A, does it not? How much trust can a mid-rank Liberlian bracer really be given here, I wonder? Well, nonetheless, I will permit you to speak. So what do you intend to do as our little about our little situation, neutral arbitrator? Bonafide D rank, you're not convinced? I haven't been doing side quests. I'm sure if I did side quests, I could probably get up to A. Well, yeah, I guess they wouldn't show you the rewards if you couldn't get up there. From the evidence, I judge that Erebonia's claim is false. The floating city is not a Liberlian weapon. I swear it on the honor of the Bracers Guild's supporting gauntlet. The honor of the Guild's emblem itself, a bold statement. Certainly a statement from the Bracer Guild holds enough weight that it cannot be ignored outright. However, I shall pose the same question to you then, Miss Bright. What is your evidence of this claim? Evidence? What we've seen for ourselves. The group which made the floating city appear as the Criminal Society of Ouroboros, which is still operating in Liberl. We of the Guild have been cooperating with the Royal Army to try and put a stop to the Society's operations. Heck, if you like, we can have records of everything forwarded to the Imperial Government. That would certainly satisfy our need for evidence against Liberl's possible malfeasance. However, you have, I think, missed a key point, Miss Bright. Assuming then that the perpetrators of this Society of Ouroboros are Liberl and the Guild capable of putting a stop to this crisis. If you do not, then the Empire will not sit here wringing its hands. The weaponry we have brought, including the cannons of our tanks, all use gunpowder. Would that not be perfect for laying siege to and destroying this little rogue city of yours? You've got to be joking. What'll cannons do against something that big? You never know until you try, Miss Bright. Regardless, I can say one thing for sure. You do not have the ability to put a stop to our goodwill or our need to defend ourselves. Well then, Prince Olivert, what actions satisfy? If we can prove that we can, even in these circumstances, do something about that city, would you give us the time to do so? Well, I suppose for some time, at least, civility would force our hand. My prince? Calm down, General. Consider it the bare minimum of courtesy to a minor power we have a pact with. This assumes they can even prove anything, as you wish. So then, if you can show me you have some hope of stopping all this, our forces will withdraw. On the crest of the Golden Stallion and my name as a member of the Arnor family, I swear it. Good, that came through loud and clear. That voice, is that Cassius? Yes, no doubt about it. Now you're really kidding me. Dad. Sucker foo sucker. Cassius is always stealing my spotlight. Also, how'd they hear that conversation? This is our proof, men of Erebonia. Feel free to feast your eyes upon it. Dad, Cassius Bright. Been a while, Zex. They finally gave you a second star, I see. That's beside the point. Why are you here, and what is that ship? How is it capable of flying? That unfortunately is a national secret. Rather like those steam tanks of yours, I would say. So this is the Arseal, is it? And you must be the famed Cassius Bright. I believe this is the first time we have had an audience, Your Highness. Strange, though. I feel as if we've met somewhere before. How curious, General Bright. I was just thinking the same thing. How very curious, isn't it, though? All right. You guys need to stop doing that. My prince. Miss Bright, Princess Claudia. I am a proud member of the Erebonian Imperial family. I will keep my word. General, have all our forces withdraw from this area immediately. Olivier, or maybe that one's Olivier. You have our gratitude, Prince Olivert. Still, though, my dear citizens will doubtlessly not be satisfied with mere possibility being presented to them. Perhaps I could board the Arseal and observe for myself. Prince Olivert. A good idea. I'm sure everyone in the Imperial government will be satisfied with the prince as a witness. Princess Claudia, shall we? Of course, I see no reason to object. I am sure this will only further strengthen the bond of friendship between Erebonia and Liberl. Welcome aboard, Prince Olivert.